Hello again, everybody. It's Jeff again, and I've got another contest entry video here. This time it's for my good friend Jacob, whose channel is Moen Rock, even though it's spelled M-O-E-N. So he is running a contest as well, dealing with the World Cup, because he's a big soccer fan and the World Cup is started, and he's running a contest for it, and it's also for subscribers as well. I'm sorry. But the theme is based off of sports, which for him is soccer or the World Cup. If you haven't checked out his channel, again, it's called Moen Rock, but it's spelled M-O-E-N. Check it out. I will post a link to the contest video, and from there you can get to the channel itself to see all of his other videos, and they're great. He's from Denmark, and probably speaks better English than I do on most days. Yeah, he's got a great channel, and he shows a lot of interesting stuff, so check it out. There's 3 questions that deal with this contest. The first one being to show your favorite world music albums. Now, this one is probably the toughest of the questions in this contest for me, because I don't have a ton of stuff on world music. Probably the closest thing I've got, and this is what I'm going to show, is this one here, Sol Makossa by, I think I've showed this album before, Babatunde Olatunji. And if you look at the song titles here, you can see this is primarily African music. Sol Makossa was a famous song in the 70s. I know it was kind of like it's kind of like a precursor to like that strain of dance music or hip hop. It's for lack of a better term, it's butt shaking music. This will get you dancing. And there were other artists besides him who has done Sol Makossa. So in terms of world music, I really don't have much of anything in that category in my collection, not even on CD. So I'm hoping I can get by with this one. It was either this or In Excess, because they're from Australia. And I don't think In Excess counts as world music. So this is my answer for that question. Your favorite world music albums. I hope this counts. I hope you'll accept this one. It should, but like I say, it's the closest thing I have to that category of music. Up next is show your favorite song or album that deals with sports, that is sports themed. And for me, this album kind of suffers a little in terms of production. I mean, it's a good album, don't get me wrong, but it came out in the 80s, and it kind of has that 80s flat sounding production to it, you know what I'm trying to say? But it's by a great artist. Talking about John Fogerty. This album is Center Field, and the title track would be my answer for that question. A song about sports, and of course Center Field is all about baseball. Here's the back cover. This album is from what I call my original collection. I bought this new in 1985, and it made it through all the years with me to still be a part of my collection. But John Fogerty obviously was a member of Creedence Clearwater Revival in the 60s and 70s, and he had taken like a 10-year break before releasing this album in the mid-80s. So this is very much a comeback album for him, and it's got a lot of great songs on it, but the title track is my answer for the sports-themed song, Center Field, which is all about baseball. And finally, the third part of the The third question in the contest entry is your favorite song about drinking. And it doesn't have to necessarily be about alcohol, but really I've got this one nailed down. When you think about drinking songs and rock, you got to think about George Thorogood, right? This is his first album, self-titled, George Thorogood and the Destroyers. And the song in question, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. That's a classic. And yeah, it just kind of goes on. It's got like a thumping beat. And George is telling us a little story. And it kicks into high gear halfway through, and it's just a classic song about getting drunk. So, if there ever was a song that made you want to drink, I think one bourbon, one scotch, one beer would be a good candidate. So, that's my answer to the third question in the contest, your favorite song about drinking. So, I went with one of the classics by the great George Thorogood. He also, I don't have the album, otherwise I probably could have easily gone with I Drink Alone. That would have been an even better pick, because that was a more famous song, I think, in the charts. But if you haven't heard it, look up One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer on YouTube. It's a great song. So that's my pick for that. And those are my answers for the contest. I hope I don't have anything for the bonus question as far as records made in Denmark or are about Denmark or members who are Danish. So I'm just going to go with the three I showed just for one entry. Sorry. I would if I had it, but I really don't. So I hope these answers are acceptable to you, Jacob. Once again, I love your channel. You got great stuff. Very enjoyable to watch. And yeah, I wish you luck with this contest. I hope it works for you and increases your subscriber count a lot. Like I said, I'll put a link at the bottom to your contest video. And I hope more people check out your channel, because it's you're pretty good. So that's going to be it for me and this entry. So take care, everyone. Peace, and I will talk to you all again soon.